Namaste everyone, today I'm going to do a video about Sagittarius rising. So if you have a family member or a friend or you are yourself a Sagittarius riser, then this video is for you. Now the Sagittarius riser is a half man and a half horse, meaning that it could be highly intellectual like a human being, very highly intellectual like Aquarius, because Aquarius is human, yet they could be like an animal like Leo. They're very connected with the animal nature and the human being nature, so they understand both. Okay, and as a result, they could achieve a lot of balance with that. These people could get over their animal nature much quicker than the other signs because they're very highly philosophical. They see things in a grand scale. Unlike the other signs like Virgo, they have to go through little details and they can't see the big picture, but Sagittarius sees the big picture. And they're always after the bigger reward. They like things that are expansive. They like to expand themselves. They're always learning. Okay, in fact, the Sagittarius is not learning some sort of skill. They feel like they're missing out on something. Okay, they feel like they're wasting time. Sagittarius loves their freedom, and they're very bold and they're very blunt. They will tell you whatever it is to be said. And a lot of people they find them very cruel and mean, but in reality, they don't really mean it to hurt the person. They just say it because they feel that truth is more important than anything else. Now, Sagittarius has Capricorn in the second house, and what this means is that they like to save money for a bigger event. Okay, they're not like the Gemini that goes and spends money in every corner, okay, for any little thing that will satisfy them, you know, immediately, and then in the long term it wouldn't. A Sagittarius will save that money to go on a trip or go to the flea market to buy cheaper stuff to save that money for a trip, okay, for something that they want, you know, something they really want that's big. Okay, and that's why Capricorn falls in their second house, because Capricorn has to do with saving, and they love to save money for bigger events. Now, Aquarius falls in their third house of communication and mind, meaning that they have very high evolved minds. Okay, when you speak to them, they have a very high understanding of things. Okay, and that's why Sagittarius is known to be a very understanding sign, and that's because Aquarius falls in their third house of mind and communication. It's very highly evolved. And Aquarius is very highly evolved. Now, Pisces falls in the fourth house of family and privacy. Now, Sagittarius likes a family that's imaginative, that could imagine things, that believes, that has faith, you know, in people, that's supportive, because that's what Pisces is, very supportive. So they need a family that's understanding and supportive like Pisces, and that's why Pisces falls in their fourth house. If they're not supportive, their spirit will be like, you know, kind of like broken, because they're going to feel like, man, nobody's really supporting me in whatever it is that I want to do. Okay, and that's why Pisces falls in the fourth house. Now, Aries falls in their fifth house of fun and pleasure, and this, what it means is that a Sagittarius needs a partner that's a daredevil. And I could relate to this because I'm a Sagittarius sun. But Sagittarius rising, they need someone that's not boring and is going to do things that's going to blow their mind, because Sagittarius rising does not like boring people, does not like repetitious people, you know, things that, you know, that repeat themselves, you know, and you could be in a conversation and people just keep repeating themselves. No, they want to see some action. Okay, they want to see someone jump out of a window and then land in the water, you know, and then come out like nothing happened. They love that kind of stuff. And that's why Aries falls there, because Aries is fearless and Aries is a daredevil. Now, Taurus falls in their sixth house of routine and health. And Sagittarius could be a little bit slow in their routine because they don't really want to do it. What they really prefer is to get out there and do something. So when Taurus falls in their sixth house, they could be a little stubborn in the routine, a little, you know, a slower, but patient too. You know, they could be very patient in doing things. Okay, that's another thing Sagittarius has. So when it falls in the sixth house, they could apply their skills to something and yet be patient. And now Gemini falls in their seventh house, meaning that their ideal partner not necessarily has to be a Gemini, but has to be a person that is connected to their surroundings. Because remember, Sagittarius is connected to the higher mind and something that's way out there and somewhere in some other country. So they need someone that's more of, you know, the surroundings, someone that's more local. Okay. And that's why Gemini falls in their seventh house. Now, Cancer falls in Sagittarius rising's eighth house. What it means is that their intimacy has to be heartfelt. It has to be out of love. It cannot be out of lust. You know, it has to be something that there's a connection. Okay, and that's why Cancer falls there, because Cancer is that sign of tenderness, of, you know, homeliness and you know, motherliness, and they need someone that's, you know, understanding in that department too. and that's why Cancer falls there. Leo falls in their 9th house of travel, meaning that they are the stars when it comes to traveling, okay, because they love it, you know. There's a saying that they say that you expand yourself when you travel, okay, and your mind expands, and every single place on earth has a different vibration, okay. Even if that civilization falls, it will grow again the same way it was before, because that vibration is still there, okay. New York will always be New York no matter if it crumbles, okay. Miami will be Miami no matter if it crumbles, because it'll come out and that energy will always be there, okay. And there's a reason why New York looks like it looks like, because that energy is always going to be like that. People are going to always talk a certain way, okay. And that's the lesson here of Leo in the 9th house, okay, that it shines there. It has its own individuality, its own personality. Not like a sheep that could be, you know, manipulated or molded a certain way. No, it is how it is, okay. It's a sun. Sagittarius rising has Virgo in the 10th house, meaning that they could come across like humanitarians. Now, Virgos are the helpers. They're the peoples who get the detail and write it down, and they make plans and they try to improve something. Well, Sagittarius loves animals. They love to help. They love to, you know, especially in a psychological level. If they see someone that's struggling with something, they will try to understand them and, you know, offer some support. So when Virgo falls there, they come across as that. Now, Libra falls in Sagittarius rising's 11th house, meaning that they need a balance with friends, okay? They don't want friends getting completely in their whole entire life. They need a balance with friends and have a boundary and say, okay, my friend time is my friend time, and my alone time with myself is my time, okay? And oftentimes Sagittarius attracts people that want to be with them all the time. And they have to say, man, you know, if I'm with you all the time, then I'm not going to be able to do my skills. I'm not going to be able to, you know, work on myself. So there's got to be a very big balance with friends and, you know, and Sagittarius' life. And that's why Libra falls in their 11th house. Scorpio falls in their 12th house of the unknown, okay? Sagittarius needs to take a break from always digging too deep. Okay, that's what Scorpio does. They dig too deep, and sometimes when they dig too deep on things and they overthink things, that kind of like saps their energy. Okay, it's what draws them back. Okay, it's what draws them back. So when you have Scorpio in the 12th house, what it means is that they have to learn how to tone that down, because that's their own. That's going to be their demise if they overdo things, if they overthink and they overwork their minds. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and namaste.